How's everybody? So it's Friday morning, so that means we get another episode of Harley Quinn on DC Universe. We're now 7 episodes deep in the season 2 of the show, so there's not too many episodes left. I mean, I really enjoy talking about this show with you guys, so if you enjoy it as well, make sure you will like and also subscribe to keep up to date with each Harley Quinn review and also my other movie reviews. I just put out a review for Scoob, actually, because that just came out literally today. So if you want to check that out, and also after this, feel free. This episode pretty much picks up right where we left off with the previous one with TwoFace capturing Harley and Ivy, and now that they're being put on trial and sentenced to have a jail sentence in Bane's prison. Then you also got this B storyline going on with Batgirl and Jim Gordon trying to take back Gotham PD from TwoFace and his gang. I found this episode to be absolutely hilarious, especially because Bane has so many great moments in this. I mean, Bane really does shine in this episode, but he comes out as a judge in the very beginning with a powdered wig on because he's the actual judge of the trial of Harley and Ivy. TwoFace is the prosecutor, and out comes Man-Bat to be Harley and Ivy's lawyer, and nobody understands him because he just screeches. Like, nobody bothered to try and get a translator or anything, so obviously the trial is rigged from the get-go. Harley and Ivy get sentenced to actual Bane's pit prison, because his prison is literally a giant hole in the ground. The pit looked pretty much exactly like the same pit from The Dark Knight Rises, so you can definitely tell the writers of the show love themselves the Christopher Nolan trilogy because there were so many homages to The Dark Knight in the last episode. Now they're going Dark Knight Rises. Now this is focused on Bane. It was also neat to see a couple more Batman villain cameos again. Of course, we got Killer Croc and also Victor Zsasz. Both of them are in the pit. Victor Zsasz actually gets a couple different lines at different moments. I guess it makes sense. It's just neat to see him, I guess, once again in a Harley Quinn related property since he had a significant role in Birds of Prey. I actually just got Birds of Prey on 4K the other day, so maybe that's why it's more fresh in my mind with Victor Zsasz. But also Ratcatcher's in the episode very briefly as well, and he's in the sewer system while Jim and Batgirl are down there. I wasn't too sure the direction they were going to take the Beast storyline with Batgirl and Jim Gordon. I didn't like it at first, but as it went throughout the episode, I actually found myself really enjoying it. Just be seeing Batgirl and Jim Gordon bond, and then, you know, obviously Barbara and Jim Gordon bond. I wasn't expecting Barbara to reveal already that she's Batgirl to Jim. I figured that would take a little bit more time. Like, she's barely been Batgirl in the series, and she's already telling him that she's Batgirl. But at least on the bright side, it causes Jim to sober up, and he goes and takes on the whole entire TwoFace gang in Gotham City's police department by himself. Batgirl's sitting outside the door waiting for Jim to need backup, and he kills everybody in there, and then fights TwoFace, and actually beats TwoFace. That was another thing I was really surprised by, the fact that TwoFace and Jim Gordon fought each other and Jim actually won and arrested him. I mean, Jim Gordon, I guess. I mean, Jim Gordon sobers up and now he's like a complete badass. While this is going on, I love that there's an actual talent show going on inside the pit with different performances. Bane actually flies in by helicopter George Lopez to do a stand-up special, which, by the way, that's another thing. George Lopez on the Harley Quinn show, that was bizarre. But, of course, Harley and Ivy, they got to try and figure out a way to escape. They're going to try and take his helicopter. Doesn't work out because Harley gets basically put in isolation, isn't allowed to perform her stand-up comedy to try and escape. So Ivy has to go up there and do it, and she bombs, and she actually speaks from the heart and ends up causing a riot that way. At least they're lucky enough that there's actually some plant underneath that debris. Once the pit starts having some parts break off of it, Bane holds on to Harley, and as Ivy and them are trying to ascend from the pit, and Harley actually sacrifices herself, or at least attempts to, so Ivy can get away and be free and be with Kite Man and all that. But you can't have a Harley Quinn show without Harley Quinn. Ivy does drop back down, save Harley. And then the moment most of us were waiting for in the entire show, Ivy and Harley share this really passionate kiss, and it just ends the episode. So we have that to speculate on until next week's episode. So Harley and Ivy finally shared this big old kiss. You know, it was a matter of time, although it's going to complicate stuff with Kite Man, I'm sure. We're going to have to see how this romance blossoms, if there's going to be a romance. I think I'm down for it, although I do like Kite Man. I mean, it was inevitable that this was probably going to happen. But it was a really great episode. I mean, Bane, I think, is the shining light in this episode. Bane always has so much great comedic moments in each episode he's in, and I think he's just the standout because he gets so much screen time. I really like this episode. I think it's one of my favorites so far of this season, actually. But let me know in the comments section down below, what did you think of this episode when you check it out? It's on DC Universe right now. Did you like it? Did you not like it? How do you feel about that Harley and Ivy kiss at the very end? What do you think the implications are with Ivy's relationship with Kite hype man? Where do you think this is going to go? And also, there's not very many episodes left, so where do you think the actual season's going to go from here on? But thank you as always for checking out my videos. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like, hit that subscribe button. If you want to keep updated my reviews, channel reactions, unboxings, and more. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.